Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 21-yard line.
Hey, 180! Hey, alert, 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 alert! Run.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. 3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12.
Check. Hurry. Tighten up. My 12.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right, it felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now here's Pollard. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Tony Pollard with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 42-yard line. Chubb with a carry on 1st down. It's not going to yield much, maybe a yard. It's 2nd down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down.
Hey, check Mike 11. Check Mike 11. Check
To throw, Mayfield. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down. If it was sunny, maybe this is a field goal attempt. But with the rain, they're going to go for it on fourth down. So on fourth down, out comes the Browns kicker, Austin Seibert. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And Seibert yanked it to the left. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Kyler Fackrell. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Pilot, 64, weak.
On second down, it's Pollard. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. They find some open field here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now as they've got it to the 28-yard line. They'll set up to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. There for the sack, Everson Griffin.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Hey, lock it. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist.
2nd and long. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The reception good for 7. It's third down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Go defense. Our time. It's our time.
He'll look to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down. I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but maybe circle this play, because if they get the stop and hold them to a field goal here, that's a pretty good job. They're already down on the scoreboard.
A stop now would be vital for them because it could save them from having to do it multiple times later in the game in order to either get back into it or maybe have a chance to win.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they were in field goal range last time out, but couldn't connect.
It's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
Focus, defense, focus. Alert, 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 alert. One touch.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mayfield. And he will find his man on the outside. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Throwing, Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Point alert! Point it right, point it right, point it right.
And again, it's Mayfield. That's complete to Marlon Mack. It'll be a gain of 9, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. He can run for it, and he will. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Beating him there with his legs, 21 yards, first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. It's caught by Jackson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 14-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now Mayfield lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether it's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
60 Pittsburgh. I got him. Hey, watch it, watch it. Jet bombers, 22 jet bombers.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense.
Hey!
57.
Hey, Alpha.
57, the mic.
Go. 5.
2nd and 6. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Switch it, come on, switch it.
Topper!
They're running it. 51's the mic. 51's the mic. Get your swarm on. Check 37. Check 37.
5.
51's the mic, boy. 51. You go night. Go night. Pick the edge. Come.
Get it.
He'll drop to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And maybe getting a little too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget paramount holding on to that football.
I really do believe most of the return guys think to themselves, when I get the ball, I'm going to make the play that's going to change the game.
I'm going to break it.
I'm going to break it. And you love that they have that attitude, but your point is so well taken. What do you have to do? First and foremost,
hold on to it.
Take care of the football. That's all he needed to do.
Odell Beckham Jr. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham. His fifth touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Seibert up and good, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
On second down, Pollard, only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D linemen to make the play.
The Bills on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Squeeze. Rock it. Ready.
They're going to look to throw. For Kidder here, it's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Bravo.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Trying to run forward with Pollard. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And down right around the 37. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. They'll look to throw here on first down. Open man is Ross, complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 12 yards that time and a Bills first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Hey, Haywood!
51's the mic, boy. 51.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
At the 15-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Hey, pick your game up.
2nd and 1. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Here we go! 8, read.
Time right. Hey. You got 3. 3 down. Check.
2 draw quarter.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
That's a touchdown.
From 8 yards out. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Hauschka with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
X3, 218, chop it.
Check out, read. Check.
Look at me. Door. Get it.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. A surprise. They're going for it with 2 ticks remaining. No sign of the field goal unit. They'll throw now on the final play. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Bills will add on to their lead. You knew time was going to run out, so this had to be in the end zone, and somehow they were able to find a window and get it done.
Very easy for us to talk about up here that, yes, all that had to happen, but when time's running down, sometimes your brain compresses a little bit too. They showed great poise, understanding of situation, making sure they got to the end zone in order to complete that pass and take a nice momentum into the locker room.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Hey. Switch. Ready?
Now Pollard. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. And it looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down.
Let's get some penetration here.
They'll look to throw here. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Pollard. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 43. First down, and it's Pollard again. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On play action, they'll throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Myles Garrett, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
36. He's checking. Crash.
Back to throw. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch.
I know retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay.
I just need some chocolate and a box of tissues. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Wide. Get wide.
Roll out.
He's coming. Double up. Watch out.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 12 yards that time and a Bills first down. This quarterback now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. Let's get 7.
2nd and 3. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Hauschka adds the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns' drive about to get started. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
We got motion. Back up. 57's a Mike. 57's a Mike.
Hey, exit. Defense.
They'll run on first down. Pollard. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
Escaping the pressure right. He'll get this one to his tight end. That's Jason Kroon. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Watch the screen. Watch safety green.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. And we're back now here in Cleveland. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. Going to run again here with Pollard. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He lost 4 there, and it's third down. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's third and goal. On third down, it's Pollard. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Tony Pollard with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Hauschka with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This fielded at the 2. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Here we go. The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Mayfield to throw it. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded at the 2. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Browns drive about to get started, and they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around? Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Jerry Hughes. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Third and long for Mayfield. He completes this one to Mack. Well, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. To throw, Mayfield. And my goodness, another interception. Teron Johnson able to pick it. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
Give them 2 yards. That sets them up 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Tony Pollard taking it in. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Hauschka adds the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Mayfield. Dumps this one off to Mack. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Mayfield now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Looking deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Mayfield now. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. Actually, I've heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game films from the prior game when they got clobbered.
And now here's another interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it. And that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play here for Buffalo. 55 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. They'll run with Pollard. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 2nd and 9 now. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
It must be something about the night air, because he is putting on an absolute show under the light.
Yeah, we've established anything in his vicinity, he's grabbing it. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll try to run this one in, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game: defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
Yeah, they are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Throwing, Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 25. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. And I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
Look at me. Go.
Showing up. Hey, alert 3.
Yes.
Under 10. 10. Say
Hard.
Joker.
Ready, ready?
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is caught at the 20. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided? He's got a man complete. A very solid gain of 27. Mayfield on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Intended for Damian Buckley. It's second down and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
It's just me and you.
Mayfield looks to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Ed Oliver, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Bills, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.